And I just wanna tell you how I feel. I'm pretty sure everything's been said. Someone else come around, my brain go dead. Rushing in familiar territory, leaving things unread.
It's your girl, it's your girls. Ooh, it's your girls. Welcome back.
Keep pulling.
Back up on us. It's your girl, K.E.
It's your girl, Consuela.
Woo! And we got another one for you. Another podcast, another hit.
Another dollar, another day.
And we
another
just
day,
keep
another
getting,
dollar.
and we just keep getting subscribers and followers little bit by little bit, man. We appreciate the people who keep showing up weekly. We appreciate the comments that you drop, the likes, the shares. You guys are appreciated.
Very much so.
What we got for them? Yeah.
So, you're an athlete. I'm not. So what? So the Olympics coming up, clearly.
It is.
We're getting ready for that.
Mm-hmm.
So if you could participate in any Olympic sport, which would it be?
So I was a basketball athlete, but I definitely can't play Olympic basketball. Probably can't play for the Sorries team. I'm just gonna be clear on that.
Okay, let's take away your athletic abilities because I don't have any. But just if you could play for anyone, if you were good at everything, or if you just wanted to do it for fun.
If I was good at everything, it'd definitely be basketball because I love basketball, and USA women's basketball is elite, the elite of the elitist. I don't know if I think maybe they got one silver or bronze medal, but I think they've been gold every year. I do that. But also, like, my favorite Olympic sport to watch is curling. You know what curling is?
No.
The one with the stone.
Kelly?
It's the stone, and they be scrubbing the ice. And the stone come down, they be low to the earth, and the stone come down the thing. You gotta watch it. I love watching curling. Curling is fun.
No. Okay. Well,
I do curling. If I had to pick today which one it'll be, I'll be trying to do curling before I did anything else. Kelly said him too.
It's so crazy because I cannot swim, but I would do swimming.
You would be excited to do swimming. Mm-hmm. What makes you want to be a part of the swim team?
I like to watch when they jump off the diving board and do that. Go.
Oh, the diving team.
Yeah, the diving. Okay, but I want to swim too. Can you do both, or you can only pick one?
I don't know. I think they be specializing though, so I'm not sure.
Well, I want to do both, but if I had to pick one, it would be the diving.
The diving.
Mm-hmm.
I like when they get up in the water and it's no big splash, and I guess that's the points system anyway. It makes it's like the less splash, the more points you get or something. I think that's so dope. I'll probably be too scared to jump off though. I'm scared to jump off the little 12-foot into the deep, the little bitty.
Yeah, like I said, I can't swim. I don't know why I would pick that.
I just swim to the edge.
I don't get on anybody's diving board in real life.
Yeah, I don't know why you picked that either, Dan. You said you.
My.
It looks fun.
Yeah.
I'm scared of snakes, but I'll be watching like stuff about snakes though. So I guess the things that you can't do maybe be a little scary. You'd be interested in.
I was gonna say gymnastics, but I'm kind of tall. I'm trying to picture myself.
Nah, you could be in gymnastics. Uncoordinated.
I don't even think I'll look right in the leotard. Or is it what they call?
Yeah, they call leotards.
Yeah.
Too tall. All of them like 5 foot.
Yeah. Swimming, diving. But let's just go.
The pool too cold. When they start heating it up, we might have some more of us out there.
I'm realizing that I guess I started with all the track people. So Allison Felix.
Yeah, Allison Felix, man. She's really dope.
She is.
She's dope, man. She's one of the dopest social movement athletes. Is it really social justice? I don't know. But I know as a mother, she's experienced a lot with the Olympic Committee and with Nike.
Yeah.
Specific. I'm going to take the Olympic Committee comment back. But with Nike, you know, she lost her endorsement for getting pregnant.
So I seen that. So did she lose it? Because I saw two different things. That she lost. Either way, they was out of line. Because I saw that she lost it, but then I also saw where I think it was that they slashed it by like 70%.
That's losing it to me.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Just because she wouldn't be able to perform at her peak or, you know, her highest ability after giving months after giving childbirth.
Nike really showed their behind with that. And I think they're trying to do things to kind of fix their image based on that. But
they did afterwards.
Yeah, but they wrong for that because at the end of the day, the track athletes, they make a lot of their monies from their endorsements. They don't have, it's not like the NBA.
I think that was her only, because it was a big thing when she cut ties and that she didn't have any, that was her, I don't know if it was her biggest one or her only one. But
it probably was her biggest one because Allison Felix is a big time athlete.
Yeah, she's the most decorated track and field athlete.
Yeah, she is. I didn't know that. That's what's up. That's what's up. She's tough. whoever she's with now is like a female-led brand, and they do a lot of different things for mom. Did you see where they gonna do a nursery now in Paris?
Yes, she partnered with Pampers, and so it's gonna be like where the athletes are staying.
Yeah,
in that little
in the Olympic Village,
and so the moms can bond and nurse, and that's so nice.
Yeah.
She did that. She did her big one with it.
Now that we like start talking about that, it really kind of brought me back to like, and it's a normal thing for society where they just expect moms to be responsible for the kids and doing everything. But why they never consider that for dads? I guess because they got a wife at home or a mom, they expect that to be a mother duty. But why haven't they had something in the past where athletes can be closer to their families and their children and have care provided for them while they're out there performing? That should be a normal thing.
Yeah, that should be a part of the whole
shindig.
Olympic package.
That should be part of the whole shindig. Why are we just now getting that? Kudos to her for, starting it, not taking away from that. But I really feel like we should start looking into the basic family unit stuff. Like, for instance, a lot of dads can't take leave when they're wives or,
You talking about just like in the
spouse.
normal world?
They can't just take leave like that and just be off. They can take some days. But
not like the long period.
Yeah, how long do women get off? Like 6 weeks?
It depends on the job. Some people get months.
Is it FMLA?
Yeah. It just depends on who you
work with. Mm-hmm. And I think that's unfortunate because I did a paper on this one time, a lot of countries overseas, they'll give up to like a year and a half.
Because most jobs, I'm not going to say most because I don't. A lot of jobs only do that 6 weeks. And that's just not enough.
That's not enough. For that woman to have been cut open, ripped, and for her to heal and try to nurse a child, and you want her to come back to this funky-ass job in 6 weeks?
After a month. Well, a little over a month, but basically a month. That's crazy.
That's ridiculous. That's something that we do here in America. And I think I read where, like, your child's first 2 years of life is the most important thing because they're learning all of the small foundational things. So with that mom not being there, or even that dad, because I think dads should have just as much time to be with their family to support their wife or their spouse or whatever that looks like, to be there for her. That's wild now that we think about it.
That is.
That'll get into our we ain't got a shit point. I'm disgusted.
On to the next. Miss Sha'Carri Richardson. Had to get it right because she'll come out here and correct us.
Be high, we said country and don't say it right.
People tried to count her out. After that little hat, she had a little puff, a little 1-2.
Yeah. Smoke them on and off the track. Now she back. I love that for her.
I love that. And is she the fastest woman?
She's the fastest woman in the world.
After they tried to, and it's unfortunate and sad, whatever word you want to use, that when that happened, it was so many of us.
It's always us. Didn't we have an episode about that? It be your own people.
And look, I was one of them. I'm so glad for real.
No, I really thought she needed to get her life together. You can't.
I mean, she did, but no, the way the people was attacking her. Like,
it was unnecessary, but I did think she was at fault for the reason that she wasn't being able to perform.
She definitely was. I think she took accountability, right?
Oh, I think she did. I think she more so like, I understand, but there's no but. Yeah. There's an expectation.
You did it. You knew the rules.
You meet the expectation, and let's move forward on that. And I think it was unfortunate. I wish she could have got an opportunity to perform then, but I think everything happens in your story for a reason, and she's come back stronger, faster, tougher, and I think her spirit is just completely different.
Yeah, you can tell. She's
different being.
You can tell.
And she locked in. I think before she did a lot of talking, and I love talkers. But I think before she did a lot of talking, and she's just been she's been tuning in, she's been focused, and she's just at it. She's a different animal.
I love it. Her comeback story has been
phenomenal.
Amazing.
I can't wait for her to line up on their ass. You know how like back when we was kids and you take them socks. First of all, I was doing it, knew I was gonna get beat. You take them socks off and you line up. I really feel like she in the backyard with him and finna give it to him. I can't wait for the Olympics to start.
I can't wait, yeah.
I'm not gonna miss a single day when it comes to track.
And curling.
And basketball. I don't really be watching basketball because we be tearing folks loose. I don't be watching basketball till it come closer to the end. But I can't wait to see Sha'Carri get it done.
Yes.
Because they really was talking smack too. Jamaica. They was feeling themselves.
Oh, yeah.
They were feeling themselves, friend. Jamaica. Hey, we on y'all next, boy. We're here.
Yeah. We rooting for you, girl.
We definitely root for you. I'm extremely excited for her. Smoke them on and off the track.
Hey.
After the Olympics.
Black girl magic.
Black girl magic.
Black boy joy, Quincy Wilson.
Love that for him, too. The young, what did they say? He was 16, 17?
16, I think.
16 years old. My boy done
Youngest male to
qualified for
join
the
US
Olympics.
track.
I wouldn't know how to act. 16 years old,
For
sprint.
US.
For the United States and Paris.
Boy,
Paris at that. That's amazing.
that is.
It's been a lot of like young people who are like elevating to that next spot. And I think it's because like we're so focused on like sports and entertainment and like people are getting their kids training earlier and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm really excited to see what America can do.
I don't know. This tie in or not? I could have correct me if I'm wrong. But
What's
the guy from UAPB, did he like?
Yes.
Yeah, I can't.
Yes,
remember
we
what you
need to
said
really
his
get
name.
him on the podcast. Yeah.
I don't know what the story was.
Yeah, he
but it's-
well, I think he got second. He got silver in the US trials.
Okay.
Caleb Snowden.
Okay.
I think that's his name. He got second in the U.S. trials, but the thing is, I think for the U.S., I mean not the U.S., for the Olympics, you have to meet a certain jump. And did he qualify? Did he not qualify somewhere in that area? But I don't know if he's going or not. But I hope he is. That's
So
big
too.
for the art, man. We
major.
have an athlete from the UAPB who go to the Olympics. That'll crush like everything everybody be saying. Like, oh, you got to go to Power 5 this, Power 5 that. You got to go here to be successful. Nah, we getting it out the mud too. I mean, look at what Jackson State was able to do in the NCAA tournament a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know, look at what some of the Jackson State athletes they left and went with Prime to Colorado, and they were they had like 2-10 or something like that. They didn't have a great season, but their skill players were able to perform at that level. You ain't got to go to all these D1 schools to go be successful, bro. Go where the people are skilled and experienced in coaching,
Yeah.
and let's get it. I'm excited about that. I forgot about that.
I didn't even have it wrote down. I guess I just came.
Yeah.
I just thought about us.
We
talking about
talked about
We
it.
discussed it
And
in
just
text.
forgot to bring it up. But I am so excited for Caleb. Caleb, if you see this, man, congratulations. Go be
Congrats.
successful. Excited for you to represent our country as well as represent the yard, man. Put on for us, man. Go Lions.
Me shaking my leg. I'm sorry, mommy.
Go Golden Lions. Put some respect on that. Yeah. You said sorry, mommy.
Yeah.
She be on your neck about bouncing that
I
leg.
can't help it. But anyway, on to the next. This one is, well, a little different, but Nikki Hiltz.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
So for those of you, let me just give a background. Those of you that don't know, Nikki Hiltz, and I want to make sure I was assigned female at birth. She is now a trans, non-binary. She's a runner for the
United States. Yeah.
Okay, so, but
What do you think about them allowing her? Nope, I'm sorry.
them
to participate.
I think it's fine because again, they
Them.
are.
Yeah, they.
I'm sorry. They are running with the women's track, correct?
Yeah.
They were assigned
Women
female at birth.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that. On the flip side, now y'all might counsel me, but on the flip side, the situation with I think it's Leah Thomas, is that
The swimmer.
the swimmer, so I guess there was a case going on, and basically Leah lost and will not be able to participate. Leah was assigned male at birth. That I do not agree with, because no, not all men are just big macho strong men, but genetically it's just a difference, and I just don't feel like live your life the way you want to live it, nothing, that's fine, but
Leah can't come compete with us.
Leah cannot be with the women because
Yeah.
Leah was I respect your your choice of who you are now, but still genetically,
You think that gives Leah a competitive advantage against the women?
I do.
Yeah.
And so personally, I don't agree with that being allowed. But as far as the Nikki Hill situation, like I said, they were assigned female at birth. They are running with female women. I mean, female women. They are running with females. That's fair.
So,
To me,
just to
in
play the
my
devil's
opinion.
advocate, Leah naturally received a lot of testosterone as she grew, becoming an adult. Okay, so I see where you think that's a competitive advantage. Hiltz, is Hiltz even taking like testosterone stuff right now, or like, because that would be my concern. Like I don't know enough. I'm not into science. I don't know enough of what's going on to even have an idea of what's. I would naturally say, okay, Nikki's cool because Nikki was assigned female at birth, and her testosterone levels and her genetics are female based from birth. So they would not have as much as a competitive advantage versus the other women in the pool on the track field. Leah, on the other hand, when did Leah stop taking testosterone, or when did she start taking estrogen pills and stuff like that? To me that's like, so you get so deep into it.
So with Leah's, I think that happened in college, and so I think they kind of and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, because I kind of sort of did research, but from my understanding, it's been number one. The IOC, which is I think it's like the International or Olympics Committee or whatever, they left it up to each sport, I think, to decide. But also I think it's if before the age of 12 you started this change, or before puberty or something like that. So Leah made her decision, I think, while she was in college, I think. And as far as if Nikki is taking testosterone, at one point I don't think it was allowed. I don't know if it's allowed now or not. I know they changed it to where they can't do like a deep dive in like medical assessments or something like that. They changed that. So if they are doing that and it's allowed, then that does kind of change the dynamic of it. But if not, if they are just going off of their own makeup of who they are genetically, I think it's fair.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think it's interesting to see how they're gonna handle that. I'm for their rights, however they want to live their life. And to be honest, as an athlete, and I feel like all the real athletes, I don't give a damn if it's she, he, they, them, it. Bring your ass out here. Bring your ass out here, because I'm on your ass, boy. I personally do not care. Like, for real, if it's me competing, I don't care what you got going on, bro. Come on out here.
Yeah.
Because I'm still
thinking,
come get this work. Come get this work. I
I'm
still feeling like that. I know men who could go, they think they can play in the WNBA. Take your ass out there if you want to. A'ja Wilson's finna give your ass the bucket, boy. You hear me? I ain't worried about that. So at the end of the day, I can see where they coming from with Liv.
You see both sides.
Yeah, I can see both sides. Because it's, I think the issue be, for instance, there's transgender athletes who don't do well on the men's side, and then they do a late transition into their life, and then they come over here to the women's side, and then they be winning or they're like at the top. That's weird to me that you want to do that, but as a woman, pull up, bro. Come on over here. I'm gonna tear your ass up. Come on over here.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, it is what it is, I guess. But just want to, of course, we have to just discuss, see your opinion. But moving on to basketball. So, men's specifically, we got a lot of old heads.
Definitely got a lot of old heads.
And I think specifically you pointed out Stephen Brun being. So how do you feel about that?
I'm super excited.
You love basketball world.
I'm a big LeBron fan. Y'all can hate me or love me. At the end of the day, LeBron is one of the greatest of all time to play basketball. And for me, I'm super excited to see him and Steph play together. I think both of them are on their ends. I think there was a comment that was made by, I don't know, one of these basketball podcasters. And they said that LeBron could literally play another 10 years in a Draymond role. And I completely agree. The man ain't lost a step. The man is still getting up with the rim, and he can still punch it if he want to.
Bron is still running.
He's still running. So for me, I think it goes down to all the Americans excited to see Steph and LeBron play together. Then you got all these grades like Ant saying he's like the number one option. I don't know if I agree with that, but I'm excited to see him compete. I'm excited to see the men's team have like some of the best players in the league to actually play this year. Because in the past, a lot of them have like taken time off with their family, which I completely agree with too. Mm-hmm. You're committed to 82 games throughout the year, and a lot of people are going to get on here and say, well, they own some money and play 82 games, blah, blah, blah. whatever. It ain't their job to come defend America. They don't have to play for the Olympics, bro. But I'm glad that they're competing this year. I think we deserve to see this team play together.
Agreed. But while we on basketball, not the Olympics, but it's been like a lot of, I don't know, should I say controversy around LeBron and Bronny being a Nepo baby.
Yeah.
Me personally,
Yeah, I was about to say, you think he's a Nepo baby?
that definitely was nepotism. But I'm definitely here for it because other demographics do it, so why can't we? What's wrong with him putting his son in that position to be better? That's my personal opinion.
Yeah.
Like, okay, he may not be what LeBron was when he was younger or whatever. Okay, fine. It's a lot of other people that aren't the actors and actresses that their parents were or as good as athletes as they. I just don't see the problem with him putting his son in a good position. So, that's
All right, so let me read nepotism.
my
Okay,
personal take.
I'm gonna read the definition of nepotism. Nepotism is the act of granting an advantage, privilege, or position to relatives or friends in an occupation or field. These fields may include, but are not limited to, business, politics, blah, blah, blah. But it's especially by giving them jobs. At the end of the day, now I know I'm being very nitpicky here. LeBron James was technically a free agent. He ain't had no ties to the Lakers. The Lakers wanted to keep him.
Yeah.
And they drafted Bronny knowing that would keep, I don't think he was going anywhere, knowing that would keep LeBron. So at the end of the day, LeBron don't own the Lakers.
He don't, but be for real. He had some, Bron, we know he had something to do with that. But even whether he did or didn't, if it was nepotism, I don't see the problem. Other demographics do it. Why is it a problem when we do it? When we set our kids up to be better or to be in a good position? Like, I just don't understand. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
It ain't true nepotism. I'm just gonna stick with that. It ain't true nepotism. And even if it was, I'm in agreement with what you're saying. I'm not in disagreement with that.
Yeah.
Even if it was, I would do the same thing. If I was a head coach and I could, and Drew and Jeremiah were just like even close to being able to come out here and compete, I'm not taking them the top few picks in my draft, but I'm finna pick up my kids too.
Right.
I'm finna pick y'all up too to help you kind of ease your way into the league and show you the way before I get too old. I would do the same thing. So I don't understand why, again, it be your own people, why we going to tear the man down.
Nah.
Just like, I want to get on something too while we on the NBA. Nike petty.
What they do? What now? What now?
Kawhi, because we already talked about how they did Allison Felix. Nike petty, right? Why did Kawhi, he didn't need to play in Team USA. That joker need to make it through an NBA season. He need to focus on his real job. Okay? He
Focus on your
decided.
day job.
Yeah, he need to get his day job together. They decided he wasn't going to be a part of the USA Olympic team anymore, right? Why they didn't pick up Kyrie Irving? They picked up somebody else. I ain't disrespecting him. He's a hooper too. The man that they picked up just won a championship with the Boston Celtics. But hell, I can't even tell you the man's name right now. I see his face. I can't tell you his name. Why would you not pick up Kyrie Irving? Just because y'all still mad about the anti-Semitics?
Oh, they still, okay.
They still, how do you say it?
I don't know, but I know what you're talking about.
They
I know,
still
I
mad
had
about
to
that shit?
connect the dots there.
I'm going to tell you something too, because me and Alcohol been talking about it. The man, Kyrie, said, how can I be anti-Semitic if we Jewish? Like, we have, like, those roots as well. And at first, people was like, how, blah, 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 you don't know. He don't know what he's talking about. What dude on? Because he be saying some weird stuff, like the earth is flat. He
Yeah,
be saying
dude, he
weird
did.
stuff, you know. But when I did my Ancestry.com stuff,
Jewish. I need to do mine. You keep telling me
2%.
I need to do mine. I'm going to do mine on and share it on here.
2%. We all come from Africa, people. We all come from that place. How is that not believable? So how can I be that? You know, I think they took it the wrong way, and I think they're being very petty, and I think they're preventing us from having, because I think the team's still gonna be great, but I think they prevent the fans from seeing the things that we really want to see just because they want to be in some type of control because they still hurt. Get over it. Go home, Roger.
Go home, Roger.
Get over it, please.
But yeah, anything about, you want to hit on about women's basketball? I didn't have anything.
Did you see
but I-
Asia? First of all, this ain't got nothing to do with the Olympics, but have you seen Asia's stat line the last few weeks?
social media, I have.
been going crazy. The girl been dropping 30
She got the
and
women
getting 20 rebounds.
woman athlete of the year or something.
Yeah,
At
with the ESPYs the other night. The girl is a boss, man.
Shout out.
Don't
Come see us.
Yeah,
Come see us.
No, my favorite interview with Asia is they asked her a question. She was drinking water in between a team timeout or something. It was doing a sideline interview, and they was asking her a question. She was nodding her head, and she was like, "What do you?" They was like, "What do you think changed into the quarter? Because you guys went like 8 possessions without scoring or something like that." She was like, she stopped and got quiet. She said, "I don't know." I love Asia. What am I supposed to tell you? Something deep? We just started playing a little better.
When I see her, my mind just automatically goes to Usher.
I love Asia, man.
Usher.
I also like because neither one of them were picked for the USA Olympic team, and I don't think they should have been picked. I think people forget how great women's basketball is in the WNBA. These women are elite. Caitlin's great, and my girl Angel Ree's great, and I think that's gonna be a great rookie race to watch. But they don't need to be on the Olympic team. We on something different right now.
Yeah,
They ain't there yet.
ain't there yet.
Yeah, so I'm excited to watch them play. They gonna beat the brakes off everybody.
Yeah.
I think this year too, with the Olympics, this cycle, we have a lot of WNBA players who are going to play for their home country. Like a lot of them are playing for Canada, Nigeria, and all these other Australia and stuff like that. I love that for us. But the USA gonna tear that ass up like they do every year. It'd be like 20, 30-point wins in the gold game. BFFR. We need
I
an
knew women's basketball
international
was gonna
team.
turn you up. That's why I asked. I knew it was gonna turn you up.
We need an international team versus Team USA at this point. Cause we be tearing butts up, boy, in basketball. It don't even be close. Now the men, they be tripping. They be tripping. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll definitely see.
On to this what I like. Gymnastics.
Yeah, you excited?
I am.
Who's your
I
favorite?
am.
Who's your favorite, Simone or Gabby?
Simone. No offense to Gabby. No offense. But I just love Simone, man.
What you love about her?
Everything. Her watching her do like her interviews, her personality, and I feel like we're seeing more of her personality.
Gabby, was she trying to Dougie? I'm straight on Gabby for that.
Yes, but I feel like we're seeing more of Simone like as a person, not just a gymnast. And I just love her. I just love everything about her.
She's
I
not a
love
puppet.
how I love how when she was like, of course we would have. Was that last Olympics she sent out? We would have loved to see her, but the fact that she stood up and was just like, no, my mental
body's
health,
not ready.
my body, my mental health, like everything. And y'all, like you said, y'all not gonna control me. I'm going to do what's best for me.
Period, Pooh.
Don't care who like it. I love that. I love her. I love her. So yeah,
That's
And
what's crazy
she-
for me. They think these athletes don't have a life outside. Like they just have to do stuff.
Yeah,
These people can decide that they don't want to do this stuff, and that's okay.
yeah.
That's weird to me. But that's U.S. fans though. U.S. fans move like that.
Getting off track. Still on track with Simone, but getting off track. And the controversy around her and her husband. And him, okay, first it was him saying, because I feel like they said they met like through an app or something.
They did
And-
during COVID.
He was like, he didn't know who she was. And so, I'm sorry, I still don't know if I believe that, but if that's your truth, then okay, we'll go with that.
Joe Rogan's the #1 podcaster in the United States, and we didn't know who he was. And
Yeah,
we're in the
he's-
podcasting world.
But I just feel like he's an athlete. I just feel like
We're
the
podcasters. He's a podcaster.
I don't know.
We're small time podcasters. He's where we want to be. We didn't know who Joe is.
You have a valid point, but I don't know.
Kelly, what's wrong with him?
You just can't
We-
make me believe that man did not know who she. Okay,
All
well,
because you know who she is. He's just got to know.
Yes, she is the Simone Biles. Okay, but anyway, so we're gonna say he didn't know her. He was telling the truth. That's his truth.
And the only reason, no disrespect, because I love her. And I wish I knew her outside of this. We didn't know who Simone was until the Olympics. He's not in the gymnastics realm. The man is a football player, and we all.
I didn't know who he was.
Exactly, but you know athletes though.
I knew her.
But you know her because of the Olympics. So
But I
I'm
didn't
saying
know
it is
him.
valid. I'm saying it is valid. It's people in these realms that even if we have a little contact with it, just like you said, he's an athlete, she's an athlete, that don't mean we know all these people.
Well, Mr. Owens.
I think that just made all black women cringe because how dare you not know
Maybe that's
who
what
the
it
love
is.
of your life was before she's a big time social media people know her because of the Olympics and gymnastics. How dare you not know who she is and say that publicly? That should be embarrassing. It shouldn't.
Period. Anywho, Mr. Owens, if that's your truth, then we're gonna go with that, okay? We're gonna go with that.
Thank
Mr.
you.
Owens.
And I'm gonna accept that on his behalf.
So, but the other part of this whole thing with her and her husband, that was like the first initial big thing. But then when they did the interview or what was it, interview? I don't know. She publicly said basically she's winning too. He's the prize too.
Yeah.
And they
people had a
were
problem with
mad at
that.
her. Now, I didn't like that they were mad at her about that because although we do feel like he should have known her, that's her husband. Like, why would she marry somebody if she didn't feel like she was winning? I don't want to be with somebody that I feel like I'm not winning with.
Can we talk about this a little deeper? Because I know we're talking about the Olympics, but
That's crazy.
I really just want to get into this. Why do women always feel like they gotta be the prize? Why he can't be grateful for you can't be grateful for him? What is the issue? And then first of all, be people who ain't even got shit acting like that. What is the win?
I don't know. And I don't know. I don't know why that was such a big issue. Because in my mind, like I said, it just seems like common sense to me. I'm not going to sign the rest of my life to be with somebody if I don't feel like I'm a winner too. So I'm losing. I'm a loser.
Yeah.
Like,
It's weird. But a lot of that come from people who ain't even in marriages for real. You ain't even been chosen yet. Look at you trying to be a pick-me.
I just
Ain't even got picked, still on the bench.
I didn't get it. I didn't like it. I didn't get it.
That's weird. But that's a natural thing. I would really want to know why men can't be great to get to. You know, I'm a Kevin Samuels fan.
I know. But I'm not gonna say I'm on a Kevin Samuels hate train because I wasn't on a hate train because some of the stuff he say is valid. Some of the stuff he say is out of pocket. Or I ain't even gonna say out of pocket. It maybe could be worded
tactful.
different. Like,
It wasn't tactful. Agreed.
so I'm not on a Kevin Samuels hate train. But yeah, we should value men too. Like,
Absolutely.
just as much as we value women.
Agreed.
I didn't like that.
I don't like the negativity about men. You should be grateful to have a good man
And again, it'd be our own people.
that ain't even got no man for real. I'm gonna keep going back to that.
Ain't got no man. Ain't got nothing. But the kids that the man look. Okay, anyway.
I bet.
So
Let's not get too deep into that because I don't want to attack nobody.
next, gymnast Jordan Childs.
I think it's how you say it. Yeah.
Okay, so her story is also great too because she like almost quit gymnastics because of racism. And she made a statement. I should have wrote it. I forgot, but I'll paraphrase something along the lines where she wanted to quit because she felt like the Olympics didn't want her anymore. And that was very like heartbreaking. And I know people are like, well, racism in America, we face that all the time. But still, it's just like this girl was doing something that she loves, she enjoys, she's great at, and because of the color of her skin and being treated differently, she wanted to like give up on her dream. That was very heartbreaking. But I did see where she had like a former coach. She said they used to call her Doublehead because her hair was too big. We both had to take a deep breath because what? I wear my hair like this. Look at that. Doublehead because of my hair.
And you want to know what's crazy? And I first of all, I condemn that. Second of all, they just don't know no better.
They don't. But
And for me, I really feel like there needs to be some type of sensitivity training in like athletics and anything you're doing with organizations. Period. There needs to be sensitivity training because that was very irresponsible to say.
And I'm even on the fence. I'm on the fence with they don't know no better. Because
really
maybe
it's
they
intentional?
don't, but we know better.
Well,
Ain't nobody taught us. Like, it's something you should just know.
I'm not even gonna say that's a racism thing because that, first of all, it's a racist statement. But I don't think that always stems from racism. I
right?
think
You don't think it was targeted like, oh, I'm gonna
it's
say this
not.
because she's black.
I don't think it's targeted like that because people look
Right.
at me and they be like, "What's up, Big E? Where the little one?" Where's the little? Why do I have to be Big
Big
E?
Mama.
Yeah, to me that's like. People just do not understand the things that be coming out their mouth and how it can be perceived. It goes back to that story I told you about dude saying, you're a double check box.
Yes, I remember that. Mhm.
He did not intentionally mean to hurt my feelings when he said that, but people just don't think when things come out of their mouth.
Yeah.
Because double head, because she has big hair. Is she mixed?
I
Is she
don't know if
what's her
she's mixed or
ethnicity?
if her mom is just very light skinned. I'm
What's
not
her
sure.
ethnicity? She's black.
Her dad is, so her dad is a black man.
My mama would have snapped. If I had told my mama they said something along the lines like that, I'm gonna tell you something
Double
funny.
head. That's crazy.
I'm gonna tell you something funny. Because
you
first of all, it
would've
ain't
said-
funny.
what you
I'm
would've said about
embarrassed.
me?
I'm embarrassed that I allowed it to happen. Now that I think about
What
it,
happened?
I had a friend who I used to hang with all the time. Her parents had money. They were white in high school. Her parents had money. They took me to the first Razorback games that I've ever been to. I've never been to a Razorback game outside of it with them. I used to be with their family all the time. Her dad used to call me his daughter. Like I used to be with them. I used to get more things than she got. Like it was almost like I was their kid and she was the friend. You know, so we went to the W and New Orleans was down there for the Sugar Bowl. This was back when Terrell Pryor was for Ohio State. It was a big game. He told the people, like, he was like, yo, those are my daughters. And then, like, it's all white people at the hotel. And they was looking.
Both of them?
These two? He was like, no, these two right here, they're twins. And people start they were like, oh, that's Michaela Orr.
Who?
Michael Orr?
Oh.
Michaela Orr. First of all, my family and my life. What is y'all talking about? But they just didn't. And as a kid in high school, I thought it was funny. Like I didn't know any better. But people just say stuff and just don't got good sense. He didn't say anything to them. He actually thought it was funny too. He would make a little jokey joke. But people just don't know no better, man. Just saying ignorant stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been told before by others that my hair is too big. Or they'll say...
By others?
Yeah. They'll say...
How you gonna tell me about my hair?
Why don't you wear your hair straight? You
I
should
don't
wear
want-
you should wear your hair straight. But it's not all, but I'm not gonna put that on all of them. Cause a lot of them are like fascinated. And they're like, how you get your hair like
Did
that?
they ask to touch it?
They do.
Do you
There
let-
have been times where people don't, but I'm not.
Do you let people touch it?
I do. I'm not that person
too.
that's like, as long as you ask, I mean,
Yeah.
don't just come up like touching in my head.
Yeah.
But if you ask, I'm not that
Hey,
person.
hey, shout out to Puff. My homeboy Tonito.
Who? Oh.
No. No.
Don't get us killed.
My homeboy Tonito, we was in Miami with alcohol and them, and his family came outside. It was my last night in town. His family came outside, and Puff was just kept like looking at my hair. And then he was like, I love your hair. He's like, can I touch it? I mean, they from Washington. I can just imagine they don't really have a lot of black people who wear dreads in Washington.
Right.
So I let him touch it. And he was like, Mom, do you want to touch it? And his mom was like, I think she was so alarmed. They are Peruvian and the mom is white, so they're mixed.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the mom was so alarmed that he was asking to touch my hair.
Yeah.
But I was like, no, it's okay. Puff can
Yeah,
touch
as
it.
long as you ask me, that
Yeah.
I'm not that person. Because, you know, some people get real, like...
Yeah.
But just ask me. Just don't come up touching my head. But
Yeah, that's out of pocket.
yeah.
And it is a little weird, but I can see like it was really from a genuine place.
Yeah.
Like he really just wanted to know what that felt like. He don't know.
4th of July, our church had a big thing at the park, and so I stopped by and we was talking. It was me and a couple other white people. And so I'm like, I need to go home and wash my hair. And I'm like, it hadn't been washed in a while. And so she goes, no, it was a man. He goes, however you wash it. You don't wash it every day?
I'm dead.
You know,
they wash every day. Yeah.
I said, honestly, it's probably been like almost a month.
He got disturbed, didn't he?
He was like, yeah, the eyes got big. The ladies was like, they were just like, what is really? But that's like a norm. I know even that's really kind of out of pocket for even black people too.
Yeah.
But once a month. But almost since I've been doing my hair, it's been. I usually wash it like once or twice a month.
Yeah, these right here probably stay up for a month and a half, 2 months.
But he was just so like, it doesn't itch, it doesn't do, and I'm just like, no. Well, sometimes, but that's how you know, okay, you need to hurry up.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she almost quit. We got all off to something.
I think they got good though.
He did.
Yeah.
But yeah, she almost quit because of that. But Simone Biles was the one to suggest that she suggested to Jordan that she moved to Texas to come train with her at her gym. And so I think her thing was she wanted to graduate high school first and then move. And so then she made the move. They prepped for the 2020 Olympics. And I think she was a part of the Team USA that won the silver medal in 2020. So that Simone, I just love Simone Biles. Like,
you knew all her stuff.
I just love it. I love it. And so after the 2020 Olympics, she did gymnastics at UCLA. And she did most people at that time they were doing, it was the traditional, it was classical music for their routines or whatever. She did 90s hip hop. Okay. So that was kind of a big thing. And so the last thing for her that really like stood out was the fact that, and I think we both kind of talked about this when we were prepping for this, when she said that gymnastics don't define who I am. Gymnastics is just a portion of me. Mm-hmm. Because we got it bad. Look at me right here. Simone Biles and just labeling people for like what they're known for. And I'm clearly guilty of that. Yeah. But these are real life people that face real life problems just like the rest of us. Right. So I think we should just kind of,
I got a question.
Acknowledge that more.
So before we wrap this up, I want to talk a little bit more about America.
Oh gosh.
Like I truly believe, because for real, I was in Miami with Alcohol Again, and we were talking about the different cultures and how proud they are and how they have their flags. Rudy sent me to the Florida, Fort Lauderdale swap shop just to pick up a flag and get a Bohemian shirt made for their Independence Day. July 4th had just passed, and I just went out to Miami to turn up. I don't care about no July 4th like that for real. I'm here to grill, eat, and party. I ain't interested about all that other stuff. We don't take, here in America, we're not as prideful, and I think it's because we've been hurt. We've been through a lot of stuff. We see racism every single day. We still dealing with some things, but when you look at like the immigrants who come into America, they got their flag, they proud of their country.
Where they come from.
They talk about their country, and then they talk about, for real, we retiring and going to the Bahamas. We talk about going back to those places and giving back. After we get what we need from America, they go back. We don't really be moving like that. We don't feel like that about America. How do you feel about that? Are you proud to be an American? It's a complicated question, ain't it?
It is, because there's no, what is it, black or white? It's like,
very gray.
Yes, because we have the freedom to do a lot of things and, access to a lot of things. But at the same time, like the state that America is in and has been in for some time, it's not something that I'm proud of.
That's all. I think that was a perfect way to say it. So. The thing that the state of America that we're in right now, when you talk about the police brutality, when you talk about the lack of resources in our communities to help people continue to elevate themselves, when you talk about the Supreme Court pulling back on the affirmative action programs in order to give us a fair start. When you talk about all this stuff just constantly like pushing us further back and away from unifying ourselves, and I think people get confused when we say like Black Lives Matter, for instance. All lives matter. Well, obviously, goddamn it. All trees matter, all homes matter, but this one right here is on fire.
Right.
And we need to focus on making this and improving this life for these individuals because they don't feel seen, they don't feel heard, they don't feel respected, they don't feel valued. And I think America be so hell bent on making us be happy just for being here.
Yeah.
And that's weird to me, and
like,
I can't
like you
fool
hear
with
it,
it.
we accepting that. So just take that, sit down, and be quiet.
Yeah, cool. Y'all, we freed y'all. Y'all good now, bro. You got the opportunity to go get education.
And then it's just like
come
free
up.
to what extent though? Really?
Yeah.
Are we really?
It's a lot. I think it's a lot to it that Americans, like the traditional American who is proud to be American, I don't think they don't want to accept that.
Mm-hmm.
When it's okay. I think these other countries, they understand that they got improvement to be, you know,
improvement to
they
be
got
made.
improvement to be made, but they're still together and they're unified. America is not together and they're not unified, and we are not.
What we
great.
saying to play undivided or something?
Say it again.
What's that say? Is that's in the pledge, right? Undivided.
It's a divide. What did it say, Kelly?
I pledge allegiance to
What's
the
the
flag.
American?
United
What's the
States of
pledge? I
to the
didn't stop
Republic,
saying
which is
it.
saying one nation under God. Indivisible.
Indivisible. We divisible like a motherfucker. We divisible like a motherfucker. We divisible. So but I say that to say, when the Olympics come around, America, we all band together for
And
the
Team
sports and for the
USA.
entertainment and Team USA. Because we know we the greatest country in the world. But when we go home,
Why can't we be that?
all the time?
Daily.
Why we and I just want you to be clear when I say this. I don't support him. But I want to make America great.
Right. We want
It ain't-
America to be great.
Make
but this
America
is not-
great again. It ain't never been great. I just want to be sure. It ain't never been great to me or my people or any demographic or any subgroup that I'm part of. It ain't never just been great for us. But I want to make America great. I want to be proud to be American. Right now, I feel like, and I know I'm getting on my soapbox.
No, this needs to be These are the conversations that people are scared to have, and this is conversations that need to be had. It's not to. We're welcome to both sides. We're opening the floor to
both
everybody,
sides.
all
To both
opinions.
sides.
This
So if you
isn't-
disagree, jump in the comments. I'm willing to have a conversation.
It's a conversation, not an argument.
Because we want to unify.
Yes.
But if I see an American flag in somebody's yard, I automatically think racist. And that's
that's-
weird.
and
Because why
that's-
they can't be proud to be an American?
Right, because that's what
That's what we've been taught.
so
I will never, as I say never, I want to be the governor in the future, and I hope that you guys vote for me. But the flag of the Arkansas flag, it still gives me
now that's the flag that
What
gives
is it?
me racism. I'm not gonna necessarily say I feel
what was that?
like people racist for the American flag.
You had
but
the Union Army and which army?
I don't know, but I know the point that you finna get at or try to make.
It gives that, and I can't
Yeah.
never. Why we really need to do some adjustment.
Yeah, the Arkansas flag definitely makes me think like
Yeah.
it might be a little racist. I'm not saying that you are if you have the flag, but that's just what we.
It's what it gives. I think that's just what's been.
Taught. Well, not even
embedded
taught,
in our
but
minds.
just, yeah.
But we got to make America great. I want to be a part of a great country right now. And as we say this, I think people need to start taking this election serious.
Very
why
serious.
do we think the best candidates to run this country 84 and 80, whatever they is? They old, bro.
Old.
So
Y'all
I
see,
don't know where
and if
we
y'all
going.
don't see, you need to be tuning in so you can see and watch. Because I will say I have been tuned in more this
cycle.
election
Yeah.
than I have ever.
Okay.
So
We'll further this conversation
yeah,
a little bit later.
because we going off.
All right,
This
let's
is
get
supposed to be about the Olympics.
Let's get into our icks.
Our icks. You want me to go first? You want to go first? Rock paper scissors.
I'll go first. I always be having to write mine down because I be forgetting sometimes. Because I be having so many icks to be for real. But my ick, my biggest one is like when people judge other people for something that they deem to be basic. And they judge them and they be like, why are you happy because of that?
Oh, okay.
Why they can't be excited for what they got? Like when people get a new car. Girl, it's just a such and such. That is a big ick to me, like for you to want to bring somebody down and undercut them from an accomplishment that you deem to be small. Let them people celebrate.
Yeah.
And if you feel like they
it.
bragging or you feel like it's minute, why you just keep scrolling? Let them people be happy for the things that they got. They're grateful.
Right. Oh, that's
That's weird to me.
Weird
the
flex.
weirdest flex anybody could ever have.
stink. Boo, tomato.
Boo, tomato.
My ick, I don't like fake love. It's just, for me, it's just like pick a side. If you don't like me, fine. That's totally fine. You're entitled to that. Don't give me the fake love. Don't give me the pretend, the this, to that. Just pick a side. If you like me, cool beans. If you don't, also cool beans. Just pick a side and stay there.
And stay there. What can you say? Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Then step this way. Step that way. Then step this way. Step that way. All right.
Okay.
Here we
You
go.
ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Weekly Heat. Weekly Heat. Turn me up. All righty. We're going to make this quick. I think you guys just need something brief to get through your week. You don't need nothing deep this week. If you went back and corrected all the mistakes you made, you would erase yourself. So I think you got to look back and, okay, that may have been tough. That may have been something hard to go through. But at the end of the day, that's part of what made you here. That's what made you you. And I kind of wanted to share that before on a previous episode. But I was saving that for this moment because, I mean, take a look at where you're at. All the mistakes that was made, that was levels to get you to where you are now. So let's just be appreciative and grateful for the struggle because it's beauty in the struggle. Beauty.
Yeah.
Okay.
This was good. This ruffled some feathers. But leave some comments, man. We want to hear. We want to have the conversation. We want to have that. So, like we always say, like, comment, subscribe. We'll see y'all next week.
I be damned if I don't get it for my children's children. And that's real.
Tell the truth, how I feel, like I'm the only one that's real. Can't be the only one that feels like holding you real tight till midnight. Tell me how you miss free throws, that's 3 points on the field. You think about another nigga, wanna be unfair for you, you're confused.